Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to create custom GPTs using ChatGPT. Usually the most contemporary method of usage of ChatGPT, mostly people just log in and you can come over here and give in your chats and expect answers directly from ChatGPT. You can just type in your answer and continue to chat with the tool directly. But in this case, we are going to try a custom AI assistant from ChatGPT that can help you to maybe ask your questions and can give you analysis directly. It's going to be case specific. Mind you, this is a plus feature with ChatGPT. So if you don't have a plus or a paid plan in ChatGPT, I strongly recommend you to be able to upgrade to a paid plan so that you can start enjoying this benefit. So over here, once you log into your account, you will be prompted. You can come over here and you see GPTs down here. So you can click on explore GPTs and then you will be able to discover and create custom versions of ChatGPT that combines instructions, extra knowledge, and any combination of skills that you have. If you have some documents that you want to feed in, if you have any kind of web links or anything that you want to put in, you can be able to bring in, and it's going to help you to create the knowledge base and then continue to create the GPT. So down here you have some customized already created GPTs. These are featured ones, okay, and you can see trending ones were created from ChatGPT. You can see this Scholar GPT, image generator, AI humanizer, consensus, right for me, and so on. You can see these ones are by ChatGPT. You can even see more on the trending ones. You can see code, copilot, logo creator, and so on. So many of them by ChatGPT. Writing, if you want to see productivity related, you can be able to see all of them in here. Education related, you can see presentation and so on. Lifestyle, DALL-E, in terms of image generation, logo, and so on. So many of them, and you can click to see more of such custom GPTs. But for this case, for this tutorial, I want to show you how you can create your own GPT so that you can relate with it based on the kind of prompt or the kind of questions or specific case that you have. So let's go ahead and come to create over here at the top right, and then this is the area where you will be given your prompt or your command or your instructions, and then you can be able to see the results over here. This way you can preview the results of what you are creating. Basically, you can just go ahead and ask it what kind of model or GPT you want to create. So let's say I want to create a YouTube video analyzer that can help me summarize the YouTube video from any YouTube link I provided. Okay, so I want to create a YouTube video analyzer that can help me summarize the YouTube video from any YouTube link I provide. Okay, and even give me 5 major takeaways from the video. So this is the first instruction, so we can just go ahead and send enter to this, and then let's see the kind of analysis that it is going to come up with. It's going to analyze this, and then it's going to ask me some follow-up questions that I have to provide the answers to give it a sense of direction of where specifically I'm going to go in terms of the creating the GPT. So mind you, this is new GPT. We have not given it a name, and it's pertinent that we're going to have to give it a logo, something like that. Let's see how it is thinking and what it is going to come up with. So it will make a GPT that takes any YouTube link you paste, then produce a clear summary of the video, optionally with timestamps sections, and the 5 major takeaways, actionable or non-overlapping. Okay, it's okay. One important note, it can only summarize accurately if it can access the video's transcript, either YouTube captions or a provided transcript or a text you paste. Okay, if a video has no transcript captions available, it can still give a best effort summary based on the title, the description, but it should label that clearly as limited. Okay, so this is okay by me. For the GPT's name, my suggestion is YouTube Takeaway Analyzer. Do you want to use YouTube Takeaway Analyzer, or will you prefer a different name? I think I want YouTube Link Analyzer. I think I want YouTube Link Analyzer. So let's go ahead and send in yes, and then so this is going to now take in and give it a name, YouTube Link Analyzer. You can see updating the behavior and so on. So let's just give it some seconds to see what this is going to come up with. Alright, so you can see perfect. Since you picked explicit name, we'll use YouTube link analyzer. Okay, next I will create a simple profile picture for it. Then we will refine exactly how it should behave there. Okay, the video has captions, transcripts available versus the video has no transcript. So this one is going to give best effort. Okay, before I generate the profile picture, do you want the vibe to feel more serious, analytical, friendly, creator style? So let's just go ahead and say analytical. Alright, so that's how you will be giving answers to some basic questions. Now it is generating the profile picture, and based on what it is created, here is the first analytical style profile picture for YouTube link analyzer. I think this is fine. This is a bold magnifying glass it has given us. Do you like this look? Yes, I like it. So we can just proceed. Alright, so let's now move to the behavior, how the GPT is going to look like. If you notice, it has updated the logo in here or the profile picture already, because I say I like it, so it's going to update it, and possibly it's going to update the name as well. Okay, you can see it has updated the name. Now it has given me the preview of the YouTube link analyzer with the name and even a synopsis of what it does, analyzes YouTube links and extract summaries plus 5 key takeaways. Right, so I like this. When summarizing a video, should it prioritize short and concise, quick summary, moderate depth, and deep analytical? Which level? So let's say we'll go with level B. Right, so let's say level B, and then it's going to quickly take in this at some of the behaviors of the GPT that we're going to create, how it should behave, what kind of summary is it going to be, in depth or just a general review. So I just want it to be moderated on. So that's how you just keep updating based on the questions, and at some point it is now going to give you to try out a link. Okay, understood. Moderate depth will be the default. When summarizing, do you want it to include timestamps tied to key sections? No need. Alright, so you can see, let's now proceed. It is still updating the GPT based on the information I'm providing, and at the end of it all, you can come over here and say create, and it is already been created in here, and you can go ahead and ask your question. When it gets to that point, it will ask you to start asking it the questions that you have, or you can start testing it directly. Good, timestamps will be excluded by default. One more refinement: when generating the 5 major takeaways, should they be written as short bullets? Okay, slightly expanded. Okay, A is fine. So it's just short bulleted points as regards the short summary or the quick 5 key takeaways from the video. Excellent. Concise bullet style takeaways will be default. The GPT is now fully structured. Please try YouTube link analyzer in the preview panel on the right by pasting a YouTube link and seeing how it performs. I can refine formatting, depth, structure, or capabilities based on what you have. After testing it once, what will you like to improve? Okay, so let's see. Assuming I have this link, okay, this video on Hugh Vadam, and I want to just copy the link, and then get back to ChatGPT, and I'm going to test my YouTube link analyzer. I just want to paste it in here, paste this link, and then hit an enter. So let's see what this is going to generate for us quickly. So for this case, it says it's not able to access the transcript or content of the video from the link alone. To provide a proper link analysis, you structured 5 sticker. Please do one of the following: paste the video transcript here, full or partial, or confirm that the exact video title and description so I can provide a clearly labeled limited summary. Right, for this case, let me use another third AI tool to maybe get the transcript. So I'm going to use YouTube transcript generator. All right, so I can just use this first one, YouTube transcript. So I can paste in this link and say get free transcript. This one is available once you go to Google, you will have access to it. All right, so you can see it has highlighted the video, and you can see the transcript. So let's just copy this, get back to my GPT, and just test it. This is the YouTube transcript. All right, so let's see what this is going to generate for us. Overview. So we can see from the transcript, it just gave us the overview, and then these are the key takeaways. Usually we ask for 5, so let's see whether it's going to give us the 5 key takeaways, which is giving us 5. Okay, this is 5 key themes or sections covered, and then from there we have our 5 key takeaways directly. So the only adjustments to this is that you have to try to provide the transcript really from the video that you want to analyze. So let's kind of quickly do that with another video. So let me go back on this, and let me try this one. It's about 1 hour plus. So let me copy the link, and let's go back to the transcript feature. and then try to paste in. All right, so let's paste it in here and then get a free transcript. And as you can see, we've just gotten the transcript. We can just copy this and then get back to ChatGPT. Let's say we have another one, paste in this, and let's see whether this is going to be giving us the summary as well as the key 5 takeaways. All right, so you can see the overview and like key themes / sections, and then down here you can be able to see the 5 major takeaways. So the key message in here is to understand that you can copy the transcript from the video link and then paste it, and then you can be able to see what you have created. So over here you have the configuration where you can change the name of the GPT that you've created. The description, you can change it, and the instructions also, you can change the instructions from here. Characters data, you can adjust some things from here, and if you have other details, like you have other files, you can also upload them. They will use this as part of the training tools as well. Capabilities, you can limit or include or increase their capabilities from here. And if you want to create a new section, you can also create. These are config features which you can always add and remove and update. So we can say, since it doesn't analyze link directly, we can say YouTube transcript analyzer, for example. Now we have changed the name, and you can see it has quickly updated everything, and it's even captured it here. So one thing to note is that you can share this ChatGPT by just clicking on create. You can share anyone with the link. You can have it on GPT store. You can save it, and if you want, you can say only me or anyone with this link can have some access, and you can save this directly. So you can copy the link and share with people if you are interested. So but whenever you are back, you can see your change couldn't be published. Okay, but it can be shared publicly because products are usage policies, see below the cookie. So you can just continue, and the best part of it is that when you're back to GPT, you want to come over, you should be able to see your created GPT under the explore feature. Okay, so it's not be included. So all you need to understand is that possibly because this one includes the maybe infringements like YouTube, we can create and edit other GPTs. Like for example, you can, let's go to explore and let's try something new. So let's say, let's go to create and let's quickly create something like research paper analyzer. I want to create a research paper analyzer, and let's see whether this is going to be okay, because this is research based, so it's expected to be valid. You can create this and you can find it. So let's do this quite quickly so we can see what we can create. Alright, so got it. We'll make a GPT that can read research papers and help you understand them fast. Summary, methods, results, and this. Okay, here is the initial setup I'm going to build around. Okay, so do you want to go with paper sensei? Okay, so let's find, that's fine. Let's say yes. So quickly, let's just quickly agree and let's see what it is going to create for us. Okay, so you can see how some paper sensei it is, and then profile pic. Okay, so let's say simple, readable, and small size. All right, and you can see the logo, and I think I like this. Here is a clean, simple option for a paper. Would you like to even more minimal? I think I like it. I like it as it is. Alright, so great, the profile picture has been updated. You can see in here. Now let's define the paper sensei should operate. When analyzing a paper, should it default a concise summary first or jump straight into a deep critical? Concise summary is fine. Okay, you can see it over here. It has started generating. So let's just give it some seconds to see what it is going to come up with. And you can see it's a perfect to start with a concise, high-speed signal summary by default. When it critiques a paper, should it plan more towards being strict or rigorous? Okay, so let's say balanced. So from here, we are now defining the behavior of the GPT, how it is going to behave. So after this, I'm just going to get us a paper that we can just quickly going to analyze directly. Okay, if you take a balanced, constructive approach, when someone pastes a very technical paper, it should assume the reader is beginner, intermediate. Okay, let's say intermediate then. Okay, it will assume intermediate. So for the concise summary, do you prefer it in 5 to 7 bullet points or a short paragraph? I think short paragraph is fine. Okay, so this is it. So we're still updating the behavior. Perfect. It will start with a short paragraph. So paper sensor is ready. So let's go over here and let me just quickly paste in a paper and ask it to analyze. So let's go to upload. Okay, so let's say this paper. Can you analyze this paper? All right, so let me just hit on enter. Let's see whether it is going to give us the analysis. There's a structured analysis of the paper. This is correct. So this is a concise high signal summary, like we said, 150 words. This is it. Research question and contributions. Okay, so this is it. Very, very well detailed, and you can see the paper well captured. Everything is being captured as part of the summary of the paper. Okay, you see all these sections, every section of it is captured, environmental sustainability claim and so on. And if you like, you can ask follow-up questions regarding this. So I think this is very, very wonderful. It has given us a complete summary of the paper, and you can do section analysis with this GPT, which is very, very next level and wonderful. So you can see you need to give this update the name. If you like, you can ask the follow-up questions and mock PhD defense questions you can generate based on the paper also. And you can come to config and give the paper say, okay, and you can adjust the structure, description, as well as the instruction and many other of these features as well. And you can always go over here and click on create and then have it to save this paper sensei with all of the profile picture and everything, and you can be able to have access to it. Now your GPT is published, you can view it, you can use the link that it has generated for you. Alternatively, you can always come back and you can be able to see it in here, paper sensei, and then instead of using the normal GPT, you can just come over here and start chatting, uploading papers and requesting for summary and directly. So this is basically about it. This is a bit of the summary. Can you create a summary? So you can go ahead and upload any paper and you can be able to see the summary of the paper directly with this paper sensei, which is a paper analyzer, which is a very wonderful feature. So I hope you enjoyed this simple tutorial about the use of ChatGPT to create a custom AI GPT. Apology for the first option that did not work, and I think you can follow through and understood the entire process of the paper analyzer. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.